Good afternoon, Spurs fans. Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic sock show on the internet. It's a bit of a dreary, cold day here in the stunning Blue Mountains. Birds are going off as usual. Maybe they're all celebrating. What are they celebrating? Spurs have got a centre back. We got the here we go on Micky Van der Ven, and I'm telling you what, folks, that signing is worth, I reckon, a good 15 points in the Premier League on its own. Even if we don't play any better, that's how much of a difference it's going to make. I'm just happy that I'll see less of the usual suspects that we've had cluttering up our defence for the last few years, taking a paycheck and not even putting a tackle in. I watched a sizzle reel of Micky Van der Ven this morning, and he was going in two-footed all over the place, steaming in, leaving his mark, sending a message, and I like that sort of defending. I'm very excited about the prospect of Van der Ven and Romero partnership. Much better than Dyer and Sanchez, eh? So things are looking up. It was late. They took their time doing this one, did old Tottenham Hotspur, the greatest football team the world has ever seen. But we got there in the end, and it might take a few games for him to bed in. So it's not ideal. It would have been better to get him in pre-season, but he's there now. Welcome aboard, Micky Van der Ven. 5-year contract. That is fantastic news. And in other news, there is no news. Everyone was jumping off at the gun. The whole Spurs sphere was going apoplectic this morning with news that Bayern Munich have put in, this time it's a final bid. We're not doing, no, this is it now. We're not going to bid anymore. And what's more, Tottenham, you've only got until midnight before we just walk away. Well, quelle surprise. Midnight came and went. No response, Bayern. No response, Bayern Munich is a response. Oh, nearly fell over again. And so now Bayern are saying, I will give you to the morning. Well, I think you've lost all your credibility there, haven't you? You've kind of shot your load on that one, saying, it's midnight or else. All right, and it's the morning. But if it's you can have until the evening. You can have until deadline day. Harry Kane is not going anywhere. He's staying at Tottenham. I think Ange has shown him the light, and it's starting to rain here. Brilliant. Shown him the light and getting a centre back in. Maybe that's all Harry Kane needed. Harry Kane needed to see, so he can, while he's striding around the opposing 18-yard box like a dominant predator, he's looking back with the confidence now that we've got two defenders in that at least ain't going to let 10 goals in, so he's got to score even more goals. So this year, if Harry Kane stays, now of course, asterisk if he goes, I don't care, I'll write him off. I'm a fickle fan. But while he's here, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. And I think we can look at him scoring about 40 goals this year. 40 goals if he gets in concert with Maddison and Basuma and Sarr, and maybe when Bentancur comes back, and Son and Solomon and Kulu and all these players just giving him such exquisite service, better than first class on any intercity rail anyway, that's for sure. And 40 goals, and I'm gonna find it to be sweet, ever so sweet, when he gets his 40 goals in and gets the golden boot back in at the end of the year, and probably signs another contract, because we won't have seen his armpit not once, not twice, but 3 times. That's right, the march for the treble starts here, folks. This is it. We're going to see Harry Kane. He won't be able to move for silver. He'll be totally safe from werewolves for the rest of his life. But werewolves will be banished from North London. Well, our bit of it anyway. They can just sneak off down the road and watch Arsenal throw it all away again, time after time. Look, people say top 4. I'm going to be more bold. I'm not saying we're going to win I'm not going to say that we're going to win the Premier League, but we're going to win the Premier League. No, look, we're going to be in the mix. Maybe it's going to be not just top 4. I think we're going to be in a bit of a title hunt. Arsenal surprised a lot of people last year. They came out of nowhere. They came out of 8th place. Maybe 8th place is lucky for teams that claim to live out of North London. Well, we are North London. They are not. I'm predicting we're going to be in the mix. We are going to be in the mix. Maybe one more defender would be nice because, let's face it, we're only one injury away, one catastrophe, one mishap, one training ground accident away from us going back to the old boys at the back. But while we got Van der Ven and Romero, we can hope. We can hope that we're going to have a bit of a push this year, a bit of a push. We're not playing midweek games because of Europe. I bet, breathing a sigh of relief that Tottenham won't be coming at them next year. Ah, yes they are. They're sleeping well at night. We'll be back next year. Don't you worry, boys. And then we're going to go for the quadruple. But it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. We've got Ange Postecoglou, the best coach in the world, at the best football team the world has ever seen. We've got Harry Kane staying put. He's not going anywhere. Why would you go to Bayern when things are cooking, things are sizzling at Tottenham Hotspur? Our defence is looking good. We've signed another young forward, one for the future. Not a big fan of all that sort of stuff. Sort of smells a bit to me like speculation on the football player market, really, instead of making purchases for the goodness of the team. I don't know, I might be wrong there. Maybe I'm just I am an old hippie. Maybe I'm old-fashioned too, you know. What was his name? Veliz? 19-year-old, big tall guy, scored lots of goals for his team in Argentina. Oh, well, you know, what the hell, more the merrier. We still have to get rid of a few players. Well, I don't really care about that now because we've got a defender in. That's the club's problem. If they're paying all these players too much, I don't care. I don't care about the money side of it. One by one, clubs, without even being prompted, without being poked, are saying we're not interested in Davinson Sanchez. So PSV, Eindhoven came out today and said we're not. I didn't know we'd even approached him or approached PSV or anything, but they just came out and said, nah, we're not touching Sanchez, mate. So I expect to see a slew of clubs make a no Sanchez here comment for no real reason at all. Oh, it's starting to really chuck it down in the second here. I've picked my moment well. So how are you lot all feeling? Let me know down in the comments below. But you know what? I'm getting so pumped. One day until we play Shakhtar Donetsk. This is it. The Ange Postecoglou choo-choo destination glory is leaving the station right now, folks. You hop on board or you're going to get left behind. So until next time, folks, peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.